was never proven that the bank that's claiming that they own the property actually owned the property. There was never an evidentiary hearing at any time in the proceedings. So the question is, what's really going on, or what was really going on at the time as it relates to these HOA foreclosures? Rick, is that a strange thing to you, Rick, as you look at number 14?
Yeah, it's very strange. Yeah, all of this stuff is strange, and it just sounds like there's just some underlying stuff, you know. It kind of goes back to Greg Holder, if you ask me.
Well, it's definitely
That's
interesting to
my
know,
assessment.
why does a judge have such an interest in a just a simple foreclosure case? It's a home foreclosure case, and why is he so interested to the point that he went above and beyond to try to get me put in prison for something I didn't do?
Right.
So we've gone through that, and I want to show you all this right here because this is what's important. I mentioned earlier that on the list of people who were served at the end of everything was the name that was missing is, and here you go, the people who were there on the 27th. No one saw this name, and she claims she's an attorney for the plaintiff. Why wasn't she served? But she was inside of this proceeding, and the individual who was with me has told me from day one she doesn't believe that this lady actually worked for the bank, or that the bank was truly represented, because she could see she was at the proceeding at this case management conference, I should say. And by the way, I want everybody to read closely where it says, Ms. Cohn, I'm here for the plaintiff. She's also for the plaintiff. And this is from this, when it says the court, this is Greg Holder. Thank you. I went ahead, and even though I checked with the Second District Court of Appeals website this morning and again this afternoon, and repeatedly throughout the day to see what, if anything, had been done by our appellate court as it relates to what they've been treating as a motion for review, whatever that is. In any event, there's been no definitive action as such. We're stayed. So the appellate court had already stayed him. They had issued an order staying all the proceedings as it related to this. And I'm only showing you this one instance. There's another instance with my other property at Tuscany where they filed the foreclosure after the statute of limitations, and it went through. And as he began to question me, and he is talking about me not being granted intervener status, and because I don't, and he said he felt it would be, he said, while we're still waiting a ruling from the second DCA, he felt it might be productive to have a case management given the status of this case as well as other cases in which I'm attempting to intervene. Quite a bit for a judge. And again, anybody who wants this, you can have, and this is where he starts to try to pull up that I'm in direct conflict, but he'll never hear me say that I don't own any property and that I don't have any source of income. That was never the question on the affidavits. I mean, on the application for indigency. There was no affidavit other than that I own the property. And in fact, I actually filed a motion to intervene, and I filed a motion as an interested party justify my reason for maintaining possession of the property. He denied it without a hearing. And as he's saying, he admits to the application, and we go through all the cases. And by the way, you see where it says this case here?